Hello my friends, welcome back to a great new series. This is going to be Faction Swapped StarCraft 1 Protoss Yell, or Psionic Yell, sorry, not Protoss, it's not just Artanis going, ah! I messed up. Psionic Yell, which is the Terran campaign from StarCraft 1, faction swapped over to Protoss, made by Finlay, who, if you don't know who he is the guy that does a lot of the editing on my main channel videos. It's me and him doing everything together. He's a great guy. He made this quite a while ago, and this is kind of like the finalized version of it. So I figured we should get this up on the archives now that it is complete and ready to showcase, which is very exciting. I will say, at the beginning of StarCraft 1, the first mission is bad. Like, it just isn't interesting to watch for the most part. So if you want, feel free to check the timestamps to jump to mission number 2, where things actually go on. Varsara, Terran Sector, Protoss, Colonial Province, 24...
Entaro Adun, Executor. I am Judicator Aldaris. I have been sent by the Conclave to serve and counsel you. The former Executor, Tassadar, was commanded to halt the Zerg progress in the Terran Sector by burning the infested human worlds. Unfortunately, he disregarded his orders and attempted to destroy the Zerg while sparing the Terrans from the flame. Clearly, Tassadar has failed us. You must not. The Conclave has dictated that our first priority is to strengthen our defenses. You must make certain that the province does not fall to the Zerg. Your old comrade, Praetor Phoenix, will meet you there and assist you in this endeavor.
Alrighty, we got jump scared by Aldaris as I was reading. Yeah, so as I was saying, first missions are never that exciting. Welcome to Rebel Yell Protoss Edition, aka Psionic Yell. In this campaign, heroes can be revived in a Nexus. If your hero dies, the mission does not end, unless you also lack a Nexus. It usually costs double the base unit's resource cost to revive a hero. Oh, I didn't get to read that. There was more text. Well, whatever. We're gonna play the first mission. As I said, first mission is just not that exciting. It said train, what was it, 10 zealots? There's just not much to do here. So yeah, if you want to jump to mission number 2, I totally understand.
Executor, Entaro Adun, it is good to see you once more upon the field of battle.
Thank you. We got our little friend Phoenix. And that's where things are really gonna start off. Please don't lose a probe, that'd be very embarrassing. Got a little Nexus. Gotta remember how to play StarCraft 1 again. One of those things that you gotta do every single time that you boot up this game. I really do like the idea, by the way, of having the heroes revive. This has always been one of the sticking points that I don't like about StarCraft 1, is how, you know, your Jim Raynor or whatever just always ends up hiding in the corner because you're desperately afraid of him dying. Particularly, there's some big issues with the design of the heroes, in that they get all the upgrades by default, which means, like, here's Phoenix, he's always faster until you have Zealot legs, which means he charges into death first, which is like the wrong way to do it, if you want to keep your hero alive.
Although we two have marched across hundreds of worlds together, I never imagined that we would be fighting on Ire. The Zerg are indeed worthy foes.
So I appreciate the way that it is changed here, that Phoenix, you know, it's okay that he charges to his doom first, because that's what Phoenix is supposed to do. You know what I mean? He's the tip of the spear, he's the Akundalar or whatever. He charge and he smite people with his side blades. And I like being able to do that. I like having to, you know, you want to keep the hero alive if you can, but it feels more thematic this way. Okay, we're gonna grab this. And then probably just this probe left, and we'll get a pylon next. Actually, we'll get a pylon, then the probe. Maybe? As I said, riveting stuff. This mission is truly the, the peak expression of StarCraft. Zealot counter activated, my favorite. I should have built that pylon earlier. I, messed up my build order, guys. How embarrassing. Phoenix is good, too. He hits for 40 damage. Jeez, that's more than I thought. This boy slice and die. Oh, okay. It's 20 times 2. 20 times 2. Sorry, I forgot how it works in StarCraft 1. Where it shows you the full damage, like if it's a double hit, it shows you both. And I thought that he was hitting for 80 at first, which 40 is more... 20 times 2 is more reasonable, but it's still quite good. Okay, I feel like I shouldn't just quiet down every single time one of those plays, because it is pretty nice that these voice lines exist. It's nice and thematic, but they are from the Protoss campaign. It adds a vibe, which is very good. But I can't just spend half of the campaign not talking, otherwise people get very angry. We're almost there. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is expensive. We have to make so many zealots here. Let's make sure that we got this all maximized. So this is 6, 7, 8, and then, yeah, 4 more supply. We got it perfectly set up. We're gonna get these 10 zealots, and then we're gonna go smash. I always felt like this mission, obviously it was designed at a time that there just weren't good options in terms of triggers and stuff at the beginning of StarCraft 1, but it always feels like it should be like, well, here's a hatchery, go kill it with your guys now. I think there is a hatchery up here or something, I don't remember. Oh no, there's a base up here. It's a base without a hatchery. But it's always been kind of weird to me that you just build an army and then they're just like, wow, that's amazing, I can't believe you figured that out. I'm like, wow, thank you. I worked really hard for that. 166 APM, by the way, doing nothing. Alright, I'm back. I had to do a little bit of a quick debugging from Mission 1 to Mission 2, but I think everything is working now, so let's jump in. A few days later. You gonna jump scare me again?
Executor, we shall lead our main strike force to the province of Psion, which has fallen to the Zerg. It's time the Zerg felt the wrath of the Sons of Ire.
Alright.
Executor, I am Artanis. Though I have only recently been appointed Praetor, you can trust that I will uphold the honor and traditions of the Templar.
We shall see.
I like that Aldaris thinks that Artanis is sus already. Beautiful. Okay. So we got our Phoenix, we're ready to slash. I mean, Phoenix is really good. Usually we can pretty easily get up to this second base with your initial starting forces anyway, so let's give that a try, see exactly how it works. We are one-shotting Zerglings with Phoenix, so we're in pretty good shape here. And of course, if he dies, we can rebuild him, so that's fine. Oh yeah, clean through, easy peasy. Not quite as easy as Jim with his spider mines, but I'll take it. And get you hotkeyed, this is good. And let's grab all these buildings. This is a very minor thing, but I really like the fact that all this stuff is unpowered. So, you know, in the base mission, it like tries to teach you all the basic mechanics of the game, but it like makes you load up the bunkers and stuff, right? Or maybe the guys pop out, I don't quite remember. But I like the fact that they're basically, even though this is not the first mission you're ever going to play, you know, it's not like this is how you're going to be learning how to do Protoss. I still like the fact that Finlay has decided to take the basic themings and expand them between the things. Plus, it's something to do. We gotta build up some forces, be prepared to blast through all the enemies, so we might as well build up some pylons and stuff around. Probably gonna have to get a forge really early so we can get +1. Can we get a forge really early? That's a great question. Yeah, we can. So we're going to take that, this is one of those things that actually doesn't get talked about very often anymore, but it's true in StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2. It's not as important in StarCraft 2, though, where if you have +1 on your Zealots, they 2-shot Zerglings instead of 3-shot them. Immensely important in Brood War, and it used to be pretty darn important in StarCraft 1 as well, or in StarCraft 2 as well, but now the game, like, builds up so quickly that stuff like that just doesn't come into play. But we're going to do a +1 timing here, why not? We'll get a lot of Zealots, we'll get a couple Dragoons to follow us around, get a nice income here, Looks like we're going to be able to afford 2 Dragoons. But we're getting this forge really, really early so we can actually grab that attack upgrade. Remember that weapon and armor upgrades take about half of human history to get in StarCraft 1, so doing it quick and early is important. Now, we're going to get Dragoons way down here because I think it's very funny. They're going to have to... We're going to see how well they can navigate the slightly annoying terrain, but really not that annoying terrain, and see if they can make it before the attack upgrade is finished. Now, I guess the +1 timing thing doesn't necessarily matter if the opponent has carapace upgrades. Let's see if we can, like, find an enemy. Oh, found an enemy. Well, you know what? No carapace upgrades. Hey, why don't you guys come over here? I don't like being here. I just wanted the cannon to help. I didn't do it well. That's fine. We didn't die. Now, if I do remember correctly, this is a mod that does have enhanced difficulty compared to the base campaign. Simply because you know, the base campaign is very easy. It's a little bit of a cakewalk. Even, it's built to be beaten by people who have never played an RTS before. So, I'm gonna take things, I'm just gonna be safe. Like, there was a lot of guys right there. Also, Protoss just... Whoa! Jerry! What are you doing, Jerry? Protoss doesn't have the siege tank, which always makes things a little bit harder. Like, the Reaver exists, but the Reaver, unfortunately, is not and never will be a siege tank. Let's do this timing. Probably gonna have about, I don't know, 15, 16 units then, and we should be able to cut on through. One of the things I really do like about Protoss is you don't really have to care about which units you have where until you have Templar. I really, really don't like in StarCraft 1 if you're playing infantry, for example, and you have Marines and medics in the same control group. Obviously, it doesn't apply to the base campaign. It's really Brood War there. But you can't stim if you have a medic in your control group, for example, and it makes me cry. It makes me sad. But with Zealots and Dragoons, you don't have any activated abilities, so it's okay. It's same basic idea as what happens with Lings and Hydras. They work out really well together in that way. Boom, boom, go. Okay, remember what I was saying about how it's really great because he charges forward first? Yeah, he charges forward first. He's very aggressive. Well, there he goes. Let's rebuild him. Honestly, I'm perfectly fine with it. That was actually, this was tactical so that I could showcase the mechanic. You're welcome. I just wanted, you know, I'll never lose a hero again. Whoa, 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 whoa. Infested Terrans, huh? I don't see them yet. We're clearing up the stuff over here. This Dragoon's really in the way. Keep moving up over here.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Are those hunter killers? Oh, those are hunter killers. Nice. Okay, get on top of the hunter killers.
Our weapons are having little effect on the cerebral. How are we to destroy these vile creatures?
Okay. Yeah, remember what I said about a little bit tougher enemies at times? They got the bad people. Obviously, it is not really losable because it's just a couple infested Terrans. But that's scary. I always appreciate when, in order to make something easier, the way that they do it is they add something tough and then they don't jump scare you with it. You know, they add that prepare to die voice line, for example, instead of just throwing an infested Terran at you. Very nice.
Remain behind and observe the effects of our attack. Return to the Citadel. I shall notify you when the brood becomes erratic.
Did it just ping a Did it just ping a random zealot to be the one that was talking there because Phoenix was dead? That's actually very funny. Alright, let's do mission number 3. Ooh. Let's do it.
Executor, I bring news most dire. The cerebrate that we thought we had killed has arisen again. The creature's battered form was reincarnated despite the considerable damage we inflicted upon it. Even now, the Cerebrate drives its brood in preparation for their next offensive.
It is as I feared. Nevertheless, we must stand resolute. For attacking defenseless Cerebrates is not the way of true Protoss warriors. We shall overcome the entire swarm with the might and the fury that is our heritage.
Executor, if you can keep the Zerg occupied, my force may be able to penetrate their perimeter and slay the abomination. Adun be with you, Executor. Bring swift death to the enemies of Ire.
I thought at first Aldaris was going to throw down another we shall see. Okay, so we got 30 minutes to knock everything out, and we have the, oh good, my favorite unit, the Scout. We're saved. I gotta say, this is actually pretty good resource distribution we got here. I noticed that this, usually it's a mess that goes way back here, but it's a nice little arch here. And I like that we have vision of the buildings that I assume that we have to kill. There's probably more as well, but we got some vision at least going on. Now, the way that I want to approach this probably is start that +1 attack upgrade first, and then start the Singularity Charge upgrade for the Dragoon to get them that bonus range. And after that, what do? Who knows? It's a great question. Yeah, I don't think we're going to go mass scouts, though. I think that some scouts are okay. The ones that we have already are going to be quite nice for helping out against mutas. But, like, it's a scout. I'm sorry, it's not great. The just core of Zealot Dragoon is so good anyway that I'm willing to sit on it for a really long time. It just feels good to run around with, you know? I do find it interesting how, this is true in the base campaign as well, I just always find it wild how fast you unlock the Scout in StarCraft 1. It's like they know it's garbage. All the other campaigns, I guess StarCraft 1 in general just loves its flyers, right? We gotta get more pylons first. So what angle do we want to approach things from? I know the main, like, base is right here. And I guess we want to go for that first. Because if we don't, there's a big issue that we're probably going to get counterattacked and killed. We'll see how aggressive the enemy is, because in this game, in the base game, they only attack a couple of times. But it appears like it's already more aggression. That's basically what they send in the entire mission in the base campaign right there. Basically have doubled the unit count already. Okay. So Dragoons are kind of bad. Like, that is one thing that needs to be said. They're not super incredible against the Zerg, specifically. They're very good against Terran, they're very good against Protoss. You want some of them in the backline supporting against Zerg, but you don't want too many of them, because Hydras and Zerglings, when they get on top of them, just turn them into goo. Literally. Zealots, on the other hand, they poke people in the eyes, and then the Zerg has no eyes, and then you win. Boom, boom, boom. Good old rallies, looking perfect. I'm kind of trying to figure out what I want to do in terms of defending. So there's another way that we could do this, and that is we use these forces and we push out around here, and then kind of loop around while we use this as a defensive bastion. And then if any, like, stragglers kind of come around to this side, we have 3 cannons over there. And theoretically, these guys could move, like, it's not unrealistic. But that might actually be the way that we want to approach things, is just have a really nice defensive setup right here, and then go around and clear the easier places first. Cannons are good. Cannons are like what Dragoons wish they were. They feel very similar on paper, but cannons they shoot so fast, and the Dragoon, not quite as much. And the cannons have really good pathing. Dragoons have issues with that. Alright, this is looking pretty good for saturation. Now we just grab a couple of these. I wish we had our boy Phoenix. I miss him. I know that he said he'd leave himself behind. Maybe we could have our boy Aldaris. He's cool. Though he'd be a High Templar. He'd be too complicated to use on mission number 3. Though honestly, I don't hate the idea of having a single High Templar as your unit. Then you just can't make any more. So I'm getting 5 gateways. I don't know if that's good. We're getting the Dragoons first simply because they can sit behind the cannons, and Zealots reinforce better because A, they move really fast, and B, they're actually pretty good at, you know, they're good at quickly getting to their target once we have the legs upgrade. As opposed to Dragoons, which, yeah, I mean, you're set to rally over here. It's fine. Actually wasn't the worst movement I've ever seen. So we're probably going to start banking a lot of gas, and I think that's fine. We got our upgrade complete. That was our +1 attack, I believe. So we're going to grab our armor upgrade, and then we're going to grab our Zealot legs upgrade. And once all these are done, we're going to have some fun. Oh, they parasited us. Always good to see the enemy knows how to use their spellcasters. Okay, it's time to leg. I think I'm going to pull these guys off of gas and just get a little bit more minerals. Because we don't want that many. We don't want that many guys, and I get very tempted, right? Like, if I have more gas available, I'm always like, well, I should use it. But I really shouldn't. I should focus on having the correct ratios, which is big Zealot energy. No Banelings in this game to punish them. I really wish that Banelings just weren't a thing in Legacy of the Void so the Zealot could be better. I'm sure you've all experienced it before. You try to go for a Zealot composition in that game, and it's just like, lol, you fight against so much Zerg in that game, and the Zerg all has Baneling Friend. And Baneling Friend is not friend for you, it's friend for Zerg. Even though they try to give you those hugs. Okay. How are we looking? Almost done. We don't need to wait for the armor upgrade. We just need to push with what we have here. Oh, that is a big old attack. Hey! Love it. We're actually utilizing the high ground mischance right now in order to do a little bit of tanking from these Hydras, which is fantastic. Makes things a little bit easier. And then we're going to push. By the way, guys, I have a question about a series I don't know if you guys want to see, but Homeworld 3 has come out. And the reviews say that the campaign is terrible. So, like, the story is apparently just abysmally poorly written. So you guys interested in doing a playthrough of a bad RTS campaign together? I don't know, I don't want to, like, showcase something that people don't enjoy, but if we all go into it with the idea that it's not very good, then maybe it could be fun. I'd be interested in hearing people's opinion. I've heard it's not that long, so it would only be a couple of episodes. If not, I'll just play it on stream instead. Come on over here. I guess we're going this way. We got a lot of stuff over here. But yeah, basically the way that you want to play this now is just keep shoving Zealots into the reinforcement queue. Because what's going to happen is the Zealots are the only ones that are going to die. And we take down all these Zerg Hydras, they take down our Zealots, and the Dragoons sit in the back forever being immortal. But if you get into the, like, trying to build proper ratios and you just build more and more and more Dragoons, then you end up with way too many of them, then one Zergling shows up and it kills 700 of them. That is not even hyperbole, that's just how it goes. Oh, there's an Ultra. Good thing Ultras in StarCraft 1 are bad. I mean, they have their use. That use is just not against Protoss. You tried, buddy. Yeah, I guess when I say they have their use, they have like one use, and that use is against Terran. In very specific timings. Though there is a style in Professional Brood War nowadays that is basically you go really, really fast ultras and you skip defilers and stuff, and it's very, very cool and fun. And there's like a style that involves getting ensnare really quickly and then dropping one ensnare on a timing attack. And then surrounding it with ultras. There's some cool stuff that can happen. But overall, if you're not fighting against Marines, you probably don't want to be using ultras. Pull these back a little bit. Keep going. I really feel the resistance here. This is so much higher than the base campaign. Usually this area is a complete meme in... Wow, they are really good at producing. That is truly the thing here. They feel like they're properly using their hatches. Gotta pull these back. If we can take down the production, I think we're gonna be fine. Like, we took down a hatch over there. Now let's put a little bit of pressure over here. Keep the zealots protecting things. Oh gosh, Zerglings. Oh no. There we go. That's an extractor. I don't care about killing that. We're making progress, though. Now we're going to try heading up here and dealing with... Dude, I hate this in StarCraft 1, where you try to, like, attack move in here, and it's like, no, actually, you want to target this hatchery that's half a mile away. I'm like, no, I don't. They'll run past all the people and get stabbed. It's often why I like mini-map attack moving instead. Alright, wow, there's a lot of stuff up here. We gotta pull back and reconvene. I think that I failed this. I mean, obviously we're gonna win the mission, but... I think my goal of eliminating all the Zerg is not necessarily going to work out. They did a phenomenal job at holding everything off. That was a big fight, and it didn't work, which is not something I'm used to. And that has me pretty excited for the future. I like it. Alright, let's just push this way, take all this stuff down. If we can deal with the periphery and find like a couple random hatches that are around and we can finish off, we might be able to make it happen. Because it's definitely the reinforcements coming from everywhere that is an issue. Okay, fight the spores. Sure. It's not exactly what we need right now, but you do you. Yeah, like being able to take down this random hatchery is probably very important. Because when we were fighting over here, I'm pretty sure that stuff like that was producing at 200% efficiency. Do I know how that works in StarCraft 1? I do not. But I'm sure that's what was happening. Okay, we're good on Dragoon count once again. This area, there's a base up here. And it seems like it'll be pretty difficult to have the enemy reinforced, so we should be able to dive up here. I don't even know if there's a hatchery up here. It might just be... Oh yeah, this is... No, maybe. I don't know. What is this? It's the 1 spore, 2 sunk, 1 muta zone. Perfect. We're gonna scout around everything over here. What? Wait, is that in the base game? I'm sorry. Is that in the base game, or is that an Easter egg that Finlay added? Because if that's in the base game, that's amazing. If that's an Easter egg, that's amazing. Just a random psi emitter chilling there. That's so cool. We can't, like, kill it, can we? I tried clicking on it with the other click. Invalid. Oh, no. Well, that's a shame. A couple guys over here, not looking too scary. Then again, our tanking is actually kind of bad on that side. We're gonna have to send some guys to help. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Whoa, no, 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 no. Why am I making Dragoons? This is why we build... Oh, gosh. Yellow's being super aggro. Okay, doing the brawl up here, doing this over here, getting a couple of these guys to help out. Let's get everybody up the ramp this time. Then we can take down the mutas, and then we can try to finish off this base. You guys come to defend this angle, and I think we're good this time. Oh no, an Ultralisk. Oh, there it goes. Sorry, I just can't be afraid of them. Move up, move up. Take all this down. How are we doing over here? Yeah, we can pull these guys out to help. And there goes this next hive and this hatchery. Big production reduction. I wish it was easier to see in StarCraft 1 which gateways we're producing, because you gotta click on them. I know... Is there even a visual effect? No, there really isn't. I appreciate in StarCraft 2 how easy it is to tell, but this is the game where you gotta just click on things all the time to make them produce, and it'd be really nice if there was better feedback for that. I know some buildings are good with it, but the gateways, they could really, like, have their crystals throb or something. Throb is kind of a weird word for that. Pulsate. You know what I mean. Can we do this in 6 minutes? Oh man, I really want it now. Like, I didn't really care when the enemies weren't that strong, and now that I know that the enemies are strong, I really, really, really want to beat them. I know that probably sounds insane, but it's like the Goku effect. The stronger my enemy is, the more excited I am to fight them. Okay, we gotta go for the production this time. Make sure that falls. While the Dragoons provide covering fire. Go this way. Okay, we're gonna send you guys maybe up there. Keep it up, soldiers. These legends go this way, and... Well, that sucks.
You must hold your position for as long as possible. Fight on, brave Phoenix, and know that the gods watch over you. Entaro Adun.
What are we fighting? Oh, maybe up here. Alright, this area's down. Go for the Queen Tumor. That's not what that's called, but it kind of looks like it. The Queen Tumor. Oh my goodness. Yeah, use it to spread queens around the map. It's not wrong. Yeah, here's the last base. We don't have a whole lot of time left. We got a lot of supply. Unfortunately, we're running out of minerals, which is a little bit spooky. These are just overlords, right? Yeah, no one cares. This group can head over to this side. Oh, another Queen Tumor. Hey, we did it.
Where have you been?
Be silent, Judicator. There is no time to waste, and I have much to tell you. As you know, ire burns at the touch of the Zerg, and though the Conclave bid me remain, I was compelled to return home. A powerful psionic call drew my attention to a remote barren Terran world. Apparently the call was answered by others as well, for I encountered those who were once our brethren, the Dark Templar.
Consorting with the Fallen Ones is heresy. Executor, prepare to take Tassadar into custody.
Executor, wait. I do not know what they have told you about me, but what I have done for ire. Help me find Zeratul and his Dark Templar. They alone can defeat the Overmind Sererits. Once we have won, I shall gladly submit myself to the judgment of the Conclave.
That was good splicing. Alright, that is going to be the end of this. We're going to jump next time into missions 4 and 5 and maybe 6, I don't know. Probably not going to be a super long series because this campaign itself is fairly short. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace!